Which country?
Hungary.
Yeah, vertically or horizontal?
Okay, so
Do introduction.
So actually I lost my voice on the mountain. Anyway, I'm a healthy and happy person.
Yes.
It just sounds stupid. It's terrible, very painful actually.
Is it your original voice or is it gone?
No, it's gone, it's not mine.
So when did you start this journey? Like, I mean, how does the whole process work out?
You mean this one, the Everest
Yeah.
adventure?
Yeah. You came. So tell us something about, like, you went to Lhotse
No,
and came back now.
We
What is the whole process?
got to base camp on the 7th of April.
Everest base camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to Pakistan, I don't know, the 27th of March, I think. Yeah.
Okay. To the.
And since then, actually, we are there in base camp and acclimatizing. So going up and down, always higher and higher and higher, gradually higher on the mountain. Because that's how you can, get used to thin air. And because we don't use oxygen, then this is completely different, because most of the people, they use oxygen, bottled oxygen. So they normally go only up to Camp 2, not even higher probably.
Okay.
But we had to go up to Camp 1.
Without
And
oxygen.
obviously we don't use oxygen at all.
And what is the density or what is the oxygen percentage at that level?
At base camp level, it's around 50%.
And
So you can expect the same. If you go to base camp or if you go to Kalapatar, it's gonna be 50% of sea level oxygen. So
And where you are going, the base camp 2 and beyond, what are the levels you were encountering at that point?
yeah, then it's getting interesting, because once you leave base camp, you get to the Khumbu Icefall.
Okay.
And the Khumbu Icefall is like a death trap.
Yeah.
So basically it's a massive river of ice towers, and it's like an ice snake, always moving, and there are these huge ice towers collapsing all the time and things like that. There are crevasses opening, closing. So you are like an ant. You are nothing in the Khumbu Icefall. So you have to go very deep into these corridors of ice, and then you can see these ice walls, overhanging ice walls, just about to fall on you. And you are here, there is the ice wall, you are going here. Especially for the first time, you can't run. And some Sherpas are there and things like that. Okay, now you must run. So running quickly.
And how long does it take for that journey, like the passing those ice falls? Is it hours, in days?
Yeah, it's like, for the very first time, I think we set off from base camp around 4 a.m. And it was like, I don't know,
9 hours?
9 in the morning, so maybe 5 hours or 6, I'm not sure. We slept in Camp 1 only once,
Okay.
because then we wanted to skip Camp 1. The next time we went directly to Camp 2.
So you go to camp 1, come back to
Yeah,
camp.
we went up to Camp 1, slept there. And we wanted to go up to Camp 2, but it was a terrible snowstorm. So we couldn't even stand. We had to kneel down, because otherwise you fall. And then we went back to Camp 2, base camp. Then you rest a few days, because you need some rest. Then you go up to, we went up to Camp 2 directly. It was very long. And we slept there.
And what's your very long day? Our very long is
Yeah, hours.
10 hours. Your very long
Yeah,
is
I
what?
don't know, it was like 9 hours or more,
Okay.
but very long. Because you cross the ice wall again, and then you go to the Valley of Silence. That is a beautiful valley. There is Nuptse, there is the West Shoulder, there is Lhotse, and there is Everest. And you are in the middle of it. And
Awesome.
yeah, but it's very hot. It's like an oven.
Really?
Yeah, during the day, if it's sunny, because there are these huge white walls reflecting the sun, and it's like being in an oven. So you have to cover all your, skin surface and everything, because you burn. It's really, really, really burning. And then we went to Camp 2, and we slept there one night, 2 nights, and actually then we decided to go up to Camp 3. So we went.
Okay.
And Camp 3 is like above 7,000 meters. It was a very terrible night. Obviously you couldn't sleep.
And do you go there and camp yourself? Like
Yeah,
open
yeah,
your-
yeah, yeah. You feel sick. The world is spinning. You have very stupid thoughts, stupid conversations. Yeah, seriously, you ask some really silly questions from your partner, like, I don't know. You better than know. But, yeah.
Delusional at that point, like.
Yeah, it's like you just sit up in the middle of the night and, hey David, I don't know. Can you see that train? Something like that. Yeah. No, maybe not that, but you have some really crazy ideas. You better don't remember actually, and yeah.
Excellent. And what was the most challenging thing that you faced for this trip? I know you're going to come back.
Yeah, from Camp 3 we went down again. And then for the 3rd round we went up to Camp 4. We arrived back to base camp yesterday morning. So that was like we went up to base camp to Camp 2 one night, Camp 3 2 nights, Camp 4 at 8,000 meters in the saddle. That was the 3rd night.
Oh.
So that is like a different world. You are like out of your body experience and things like that. It's very crazy.
And
then,
all of this without oxygen.
yeah.
Why don't go to the top?
It would have been too early. So, yeah, actually that was the key in our acclimatization, to sleep in the South Pole without oxygen. So now our body is probably ready for it.
Wow.
So now, day before yesterday, we came back from Camp 4 to Camp 2, and from there yesterday to base camp. And actually it was very, very crushing, because now, yeah, I lost my voice, it's one thing, but basically we lost like 10 kilos of body mass, or muscle mass actually. So 1 month ago I looked differently, now I'm a bit thinner,
Yeah.
because the altitude, high altitude really eats up your body.
Wow.
So the higher you go, you know, the more you lose. But your blood structure, it's basically, improves.
You have more power.
Yeah, absolutely. So now here, maybe you can feel the altitude, or I don't know.
Yeah, but actually feeling some sickness.
You can feel something, but maybe in the next couple of days you will, definitely. But I feel like flying, because the air is so full of life, and it's just beautiful.
But in this journey, and if you may tell us, like, were there any oh shit moments, like, I'm not going to make it, man, this is bad, kind of moments?
Again, well, sure. I mean,
How do you guys encounter
obviously there are difficulties when you climb, but there are, like unexpected things, like a death of a friend. If you all of a sudden you wake up in the morning and then you hear that someone you know, someone you knew, and someone you admired and loved just died up on the mountain.
Was that the really step? Yeah.
And I mean, obviously we were not close friends or something, but we knew him, and it was really devastating.
And when is the journey started? Your journey started to base camp. When your journey started to start date?
7th.
April 7th.
It was the 7th of April when we got to base camp.
But if I may ask you, how does the whole process of planning start? Let's say, if you decided to come in April, whenever the date is, what is the typical planning process for this?
Very good question. Last year we were on K2 in Pakistan.
Oh, you did the K2 also.
And we didn't, no one did in the last 2 years. But we were trying hard. But it was in K2's base camp when we decided with my partner that
Let's do it.
Everest would be the next one. Actually, he has tried it many times.
Okay.
I haven't, but after K2 for me it was an obvious decision. Well, my idea was after a successful K2 climb it would be Everest.
Yeah.
We didn't succeed on K2, but then there was the idea. And then last year, I mean September, October, we started planning.
And what does the planning involve? Is it like physically, logistically? What are the kind of high level kind of things?
Well, obviously there is a physical thing that you need to put in everything you have, because it's not just about success; it's about surviving. Obviously, there is a huge logistic thing. We needed sponsors and things like that because Everest is the most expensive. So obviously it's a big deal for everyone. So we needed some sponsorship, and then the logistics with a local company about base camp, things like that. We are a small team because there are two of us climbing. There's a lady as a base camp manager. They are somewhere now. They decided to sleep here. So tomorrow we are going to Namche because now the acclimatization is done. We are like ready. So we are now going some lower altitude, recovering. After the last round we need to get some fresh air literally. And
so given that your body has now adjusted, acclimatized, right?
Yeah.
Why can't you recover at this altitude versus you have to go down to Namche?
No, actually we could. So it would be absolutely alright to stay in base camp for a few days or a week.
Okay.
But to go down, it's even better. So it would be okay even here. But
More facilities also.
yeah, actually, it really improves recovery. Maybe my throat will heal, and we will feel much stronger in a couple of days.
Where is your friend?
My friend. Well, we obviously disappeared with our base camp manager lady somewhere. I don't know.
So I have always this question. I have read in the books, watched the movies, and people say that you get a window for going to the top, right?
Yeah, that's what we are waiting for now.
So how does that window concept work? Who tells you? What is that mechanism of the window? How do people find that window?
Well, actually, from the Hungarian Meteorological Institution, we always get some forecast, and it's basically like many numbers, altitudes, wind speed, air pressure, I don't know, many things.
Okay.
So basically we can see the next 7 days.
Okay.
There are also graphs, and it's especially the wind speed is the key element in our case, because we are climbing without oxygen. At that altitude our body doesn't generate heat. So basically, if there is a queue, like many climbers, or any unexpected situations, and we have to wait somewhere, just standing, then we basically just freeze and die.
Yeah.
So basically, it's not about these super clothes and boots and things like that, because everything you are wearing, ladies as well, everyone. So basically it traps the heat of your body. Yeah. That's why you feel cozy. But at that altitude your body doesn't generate heat. So after a while, no matter what you wear, you just start feeling cold, and you actually start losing your fingers first, your toes, your arms, your nose, your extremities, because your body thinks that it doesn't need your ears, your fingers, all these extremities, and focuses all the heat of your body to the core. It starts to keep your core alive.
It is all dry.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden you are there, not able to use your arms and legs and things like that. So basically, it's really about the wind. We need a window that is quiet. And that is quiet for sure. So as soon as we leave Camp 4, because our plan is to leave 6 p.m., so 6 in the afternoon, and we're gonna climb through the night, and we'd like to arrive to the summit before noon the next day. So it's 18 hours. And next day at noon, no matter where we are, that should be the turning point. Well, okay, if we are above the Hillary step, then we probably gonna scratch our head that, okay, we are above the Hillary step, it's over noon, but come on, it's only a few meters. So that's different. But yeah, so we need a quiet window. That's very, very important. That no wind, air pressure should be okay. Because according to the air pressure, the actual altitude is always changing. So even here, it's not, I don't know, what's the altitude of this place?
15,000 feet per
Yes, but it's sometimes higher, sometimes lower, according to the air pressure. So the summit of Everest can be, 8,850, it can be 8,750, it can be 9,050 as well.
Very nice.
And how many climbers have did summit this season?
This season?
Yeah.
No one.
No one.
No, because they are still acclimatizing, waiting for the window. So no one.
This season no one have climbed.
But this month is the best time to find a window, right?
Sorry?
In this month, we may find some window, right? According to
Well, there hasn't been any summit window yet.
And we heard a casualty.
Willis.
Yeah.
Ulistek, yes.
Yeah. So you personally know him?
Yes, actually. Yeah.
Huh?
It was a terrible
Yeah.
day.
We heard about it.
And his idea was to go to the South Pole together, and yeah, we met him many times on the mountain, and yeah, that is very,
Kabul, right?
very sad.
First,
True.
late April.
A true reminder of our mortality, because he was basically one of the best,
Yeah.
Wow.
and we are just ordinary climbers. And
How did he go? Sorry, what
fell,
fell?
fell of Nupce.
So how much? Moving on from the wheelie thing is very sensitive. How much of this technical climbing versus more like difficult trekking? Is it like technical climbing at from base camp onward?
The south side route of Everest, it's not super technical at all.
Okay.
So it's more like very, very demanding high altitude trek. Obviously, when you cross the ice wall, you need some skills of ice climbing, or I don't know, jumaring of ropes and some basic things. But if Everest was lower, and it was like, or it would be 5,000 meters, then many ordinary climbers would climb. So it's not super technical.
I will not hold you for too long.
No.
You got tired.
Now I have
Anybody, any questions? Then I will let you go.
Which is easier, north side or south side?
people say south side is easier, but the two normal routes, it's basically very similar.
Okay.
Technically, there are many other extreme routes and technical routes.
Since what age you are trekking?
Sorry.
Since what age you are trekking?
Well, it's not just about trekking, it's also about climbing, obviously. Because I climb rocks, I climb ice, I climb mixed terrain. I really like climbing. But not charity, but proper climbing more than 10 years.
More than 10 years.
Proper climbing.
But how will be your training for the any gaps?
For Everest, for example, it was 5 days a week training.
So basically,
But it was more like yeah. So actually we had to leave some technical climbing. We decided not to go to this climbing in the winter, rock climbing, and it was more about running, cycling, swimming underwater, diving, things like that. It's more about like heart and the lung
So you
capacity.
people train at high altitudes or work out at your country?
In our country, so mostly.
And any special reason for why no oxygen? It's just to challenge.
It is quite a challenge, obviously, but we really believe in this pure style.
Yeah.
So that is fair, you know, to the mountain, and that is what you are capable of. So if you know, if you can't do it like this
By yourself,
by your own,
without any support.
you know, power and will and things like that, then it would be not fair with the mountain. And we really respect mountains. And
So do many climbers try without oxygen or?
You would be the first one.
no, not the first one, but it's actually only 2.8%
Okay.
of the climbs that is without oxygen.
All the
So
best.
it's basically like 7,000. There are 7,000 successful climbs, I think, and only around 200 without oxygen. And we haven't done it yet. So let's wait another
Yeah.
So when is your next try?
week or 10 days or something.
When is your next try?
As I said, now we are
Depends
we
on
have this
weather,
resting
weather
period,
and all.
and it's going to be probably around 22nd, 23rd.
Okay,
So if we see the forecast,
okay,
then okay, there is a perfectly quiet
okay.
weather window, like 2-3 days, then we know that okay, if the best weather is on the 23rd, then we have to leave on the 20th. Yeah, because on the 20th we're going to Camp 2, 20,
So again, we have that
Camp 3, 21st, Camp 4, 22nd, and yeah, Summit, 23rd,
23rd, okay.
and so on.
So just to baseline, how long does it take for you to go back from Namche to base camp? So you're going to go back to Namche now. How long do you expect it will take for you to go back to base camp from Namche?
We felt it very hard actually to come from Namche to
Yeah, so tomorrow we're
No, you go back.
we're going to Namche tomorrow,
Yeah.
spending there a few days, and I don't know, maybe 9 minutes.
Huh?
9 minutes.
9 minutes.
Joking.
By helicopter. Actually, my friend's idea was that okay, it's Everest, and maybe we have the budget to
Yeah.
to fly.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that would be cool.
That would be nice.
So if we're walking, then it's much more. I don't know. Maybe in that case it would be definitely more than 2 days. But we probably fly.
Nice, nice. Very nice.
Nice speaking to you, sir.
Nice and all the
How big
best.
is the team who is submitting to the Everest? I mean, how big is the team? Number of people required with the person?
Our team is
Inside
of
or-
2
Where
persons.
this go? For this.
You know, my partner and me, only 2 of us.
No, but you have
And the Sherpas as well?
Climbers. But normally an expedition is 7 climbers. The permit is for 7 climbers. But now there are huge expeditions, like 20, 30. I don't know. There is an expedition with
What is expedition?
90.
especially the team that
Team of people who is submitting.
I see, okay. How much people go up?
Actually, there are hundreds of people up there.
Really?
Yeah, so
It's crowded right now?
I think there are 300 registered climbers, and like hundreds of Sherpas helping them. So there are many Sherpas.
And in summit?
Yeah,
The
Just
Sherpa goes
climb?
to the summit?
yeah, obviously. For example, in these days, there is an amazing Sherpa team fixing ropes
Wow.
from Camp 4 to the summit.
Wow.
So they are doing an amazing job, and yeah, huge respect for the Sherpas.
How many people without oxygen goes to like to the top, to the summit in a year? You know,
Well, now I think there are more than 300 climbers on the south side, and there is at least one more guy. So there are like, I don't know, maybe 3 or 5 of us.
Wow.
I'm not sure.
Wow.
So it's not just us, but there is a Polish guy, for example. There was only just without oxygen. So it's normally a very small number.
What?
Very small number.
Yeah.
2.8%.
Yeah, 2.8%.
From the climbers?
Well, of the successful climbs, it's only 2.8
Wow.
in total.
2.8.
Awesome.
Same.
So I think we have taken enough of your time after your
Yeah.
tireless journey. And can we just get a good photo with you? After all these minutes we spent.
Thank you. Thank you
so much.
And I'll end the video. Go for it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, picture.
You want that? I will take.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Oh, yes.
Sir, can you take one photo for us?